Day 7. All right, we slept in the Blue Wash last night out at the entrance of the Camp Creek Falls. It's about maybe 2 miles to the ranger station from here, it looks like. And then we have to make contact with Nightcrawler's nephew, who's supposed to pick us up at one of the McDowell Sonoran Preserve trailheads this morning that we're definitely not going to get to because we didn't even get to the ranger station, which was where we were going to have stayed, if not further down the road than that. So, but it was nice, so quiet out here. There's a flag. Somebody put a flag out here. That thing is, I think, flapping and like the chain banging against it. It has like a light on it at night and everything. But other than that, super quiet night. One annoying owl. It wasn't annoying, actually. Owls are super cute, but man, those things can get loud. But when there's no other noise, any noise sounds real loud. So that's actually kind of nice. We don't really have a lot of silent places in this country anymore. Anyway, we're gonna hit the road, hit the trail. Beautiful morning, not a cloud in the sky. I bet it gets toasty again. Okay, so after you climb out of the Blue Wash, you basically come up to these power lines. These are the same power lines that we were walking in and around yesterday up by Bronco. And now we follow them south for several miles, including the ranger station. It's only like 7:30 and it's already like starting to cook out here. This does not really bode well for a day of hiking and what looks like it's going to be another cloudless, warm day. So we're considering whether or not to have Nightcrawler's nephew pick us up at the ranger station instead. The only bailout spot in between that and the Frasefield trailhead where we had originally planned to be picked up is like, I don't know, it's like less than 3 miles. So we wouldn't really save a lot in the way of mileage. We'd get there a little bit sooner. We had planned originally to be picked up at Frasefield at 11, but we also had planned to camp right outside the border of the McDowell Sonoran Preserve. So basically to the ranger station and then almost 3.5 miles past it. But now, with it cooking like this, already being so hot, I'm gonna be pretty impacted from the hiking the past couple of days and tons of sun exposure already. So we may just decide to, we'll just sit tight here at the ranger station and get picked up, or we'll carry on to the next one, which I think is called like Granite Mountain Trailhead. So this is a pretty nice stroll down the power line walk to the ranger station. Definitely nice. I love the layer of views of the mountains. And of course I love the Pokey Mountain, which I don't know what it's called. But, there's a couple pokey ones over there. I remember Australia Mountain Park has a super pokey mountain. I don't know why I get into these things. Oh, there's a little tiny pokey mountain right in the front there. Nice. Anyway, it is cooking out here though. There is no shade. Although Nightcrawler said it's supposed to be like near the 90s this week, which ain't good because we're going to be out of the forest soon and at much lower elevation and walking through concrete and asphalt, which raises the temperature of the surrounding environment. Unfortunately, we have umbrellas, but it just sounds like miserable walking, asking to have chafing issues since, it has been how long since my ass took a long walk. I got a little rubbing going on, like a mix between non-hiking bod and COVID bod. And non-smoking bod. Because, hey, what? I have more or less not been smoking since the end of December. So that's exciting. Saved a ton of money, but gained some midriff. That's cool rock. Like, how's its head even sitting on its chest? It totally looks like a sideways bust. That's awesome. God, the mountains are so pretty that way. Pokey. right, so we made it to the Cave Creek Ranger District. They're closed still because of the pandemic. So really all they have out here is they have a fee station here out front, but it's out of order right now. That's inconvenient. And a drinking fountain, which does work. We checked that when we drove by here before. So this is a popular place for people to jump off to. I think Horseshoe Reservoir and Saguaro Lake and things like that. So you see a lot of boats around here and campers and whatnot. At any rate, it's only like 8 o'clock in the morning, a little bit after 8. We got here pretty quickly. The rest of the trail in between here and the Granite Mountain, we were supposed to meet Nightcrawler's nephew at Fracefield Trailhead, but we're thinking to have him come out and pick us up at Granite Mountain Trailhead instead, which is about 2.5 miles short of Fracefield Trailhead, mainly because of traffic. Like, we're gonna have him pick us up at 2. If we tried to push it to Fracefield, then we'd all be just sitting stinking in his car during afternoon traffic out of Scottsdale. And so we're going from a peripheral area of Phoenix to another peripheral area. We're not trying to kill the nephew with our stench. So we're gonna have him pick us up at Granite Mountain at 2 o'clock instead. That's only 10 miles away. No water between here and there though, so we're gonna have to hit this drinking fountain pretty hard for the next couple of minutes to fill up to get us to the next stop okay. All right, off like a herd of turtles. We get back out on trail. We took care of just basically all we needed was water here. That's all they had. Unfortunately, the ranger station's closed, so no bathroom. Boo-hoo. I don't know when they'll start opening everything back up again, since, you know, a lot of the businesses, we went into one of the parks and they just said wearing masks was recommended, which I thought was that's a little excessive. Like, I would at least make people wear masks, but you know, they were open, the visitor center and the parks and the county parks, but the feds still aren't open yet. So it'll be interesting to see when we start getting back to normal around here. File this under, well, those are certainly a lot of words, but basically this is cool. Like, so they want the Maricopa Trail to be non-motorized in general. So basically there's asking people on motorized vehicles to not ride on the Maricopa Trail. Thanks, that's awesome. Nice views out here in the living desert. Oh my goodness, Phoenix over there looks so far away, and all those mountains that we still have to walk through at some point on this trail. This is beautiful out here. There's a little bit of a breeze here and there, so that's helpful. Otherwise, it's pretty much intense sun. It's only 9. It's gonna be en fuego today. Still beautiful though. Oof, a little bit hazy down there. It feels like you see that brown layer just sitting on top of the city. Ew, ew, ew. Back in the living desert. Woo. We're approaching the southern boundary of the Tonto National Forest, Cave Creek Ranger District, and the northern border of the northern segment or unit of the McDowell Sonoran Preserve, which is administered by the city of Scottsdale. Anyway, oh man, it's not horribly hot yet, but it is only 9:30. We have to do 10 miles from that ranger station down to Granite Mountain. It looks mainly flat to overall downhill, way more chill than yesterday. I forgot that I actually have the elevation profiles for this trail for the most part, except for up in that northeast corner where we were, because a lot of the tracks weren't available on Gaia, so I just had to eyeball the route and then make guesstimates. So it's funny, like on the Gaia map, like my little trail sample or whatever, my fake trail that I made, and then the actual track we made, squiggling all over those straight lines, pretty funny. Oh my goodness. I wouldn't mind helping Gaia expand out their map section. That's so sad. Look how healthy this barrel cactus is. This is the second one I've passed that's been uprooted in like 100 yards. How short their roots are, but oh man, this is an old ass cactus. And someone comes out here and picks it up and throws it in the ground, it'll probably be fine. Cactus are incredibly resilient, but if it just lays there like that for too long, it's definitely gonna die. Poor feller. This Palo Verde has so many parasites in it that it actually makes the tree a pretty good sunshade. And typically these are, and that's like a normal one. No parasites, very twiggy, doesn't cast off any kind of full shadow, but look at that one. Oof. Bunch of parasites up top. That one too. Not particularly good for the tree, but oh, what happened to you, pal? But definitely makes more shade. Mask hole. All right, so we are at the southern border of the Tonto National Forest and the northern border of the McDowell Sonoran Preserve, which is administered by the city of Scottsdale. So we are here, which is great. We're meeting down here is where we're getting extracted here in a little bit. We've actually been going pretty fast today. It's been super easy trail, other than the fact that it's you know, fully exposed sun and tons of UV. It's been pretty dang easy today, so it's gone a lot faster. Also, you know, you want to try and get your miles in before it starts getting too brutally hot. You don't see animals in the desert wandering around at noon, and there's a reason for that. Anyway, I think that's Granite Mountain over there, I believe, and so we'll walk that away. Awesome. So here we are entering the McDowell Sonoran Preserve. Motorized bicycles and skateboards are prohibited. Motorized vehicles are prohibited. You know why motorized bicycles are prohibited? Because they're motors. I don't care what the BLM and what the Forest Service say, like with their crazy e-bike rules they're trying to come out with. They have motors. We actually had one pass us here a minute ago, and he came up on us fast. He's perfectly capable of riding a regular mountain bike. He just wanted to go fast. So annoying. What's this? What? Oh my goodness. Look at all this fancy signage. It's Scottsdale. They got money. I like how the signs out here have like, well, what's cool is they have emergency markers, which is a pretty cool thing. And little directional signs for the Maricopa Trail built right into the Sonoran Preserve signs. But this is hilarious. This little yelly guy. Trail runners, please announce your approach to avoid startling other users. Hey, look out, I'm right here. I'm right behind you. You wanna see something cool? What? How does that even happen? Look at this, it's like an upside down triangle that's stuck in the ground. That is so cool. It's like a monolith defying gravity. Yeah, we're ready to break down and deploy the sunbrella. Ooh. It is unwieldy, prevents me from being able to use my sticks. Is a pain in the ass to hold up, so constantly trying to figure out some way to rig it to myself or my pack, and it starts flapping around whenever the wind comes, but it makes life, oh, this saguaro. There's some crazy saguaro out here. It definitely makes life a lot more comfortable out here. So definitely glad I brought it, and the sun sleeves, because I got crispy yesterday, mainly in the stripe where the sleeves of my dress don't meet. I have like wedges of reddish brown now. Very attractive. Look. Super nice views out here on the McDowell Sonoran Preserve. Beautiful. Pretty chill walking still. We haven't really seen anybody out here but mountain bikers, and the tracks on the trail are only tire tracks. I'm guessing mountain bikers are the primary users, especially once you get maybe like within a quarter mile away from the parking lot or a mile away from the parking lot. The out here trails tend to be dominated, it seems like, by mountain bikers. But I don't know if I said this before, but it seems like this trail was definitely like created or designed with mountain bikers in mind, not necessarily hikers, and certainly not through hikers. But hopefully, maybe one day that'll change. Bum, bum, bum. The element of danger. I've never seen a sign that said that before. It's really interesting. Well, we've just been hauling today. Much easier walking. We're actually finally starting to get some cloud too. Looks suspiciously like all the contrails gathered together. A little bit hazy today. I swear I've got like a poor air quality warning virtually every day for the last few months, no matter where I was. Any place warm, Southern California, Arizona, wherever. Look at this. We have like, because we've been going so fast, we have like over 2 hours to make like 3.5 miles. I'm pretty sure we can handle that. We were hoping that this cool rock up here that looks like it has a hole in it might have some shade. If we get pretty close to it, we can go up and explore it and check it out. Okay, we had a nice little pit stop at the hole in a rock behind us. That was actually nice, a little bit shade in there and a couple of nice framed photos to take through the hole. Pretty much the only shade we've seen that was allowed enough space for both of us to sit down since we got into this park. And we probably have less than 3 miles to get to the trailhead where we're being picked up at 2 o'clock. It's not even noon yet, I don't think. So we got plenty of time. So we can just kind of lollygag around, which is good because just coming out of that little hole, like in the rock thing there, I realized like, holy smokes, my knees are killing me. So I'm looking forward to, we're going to take tomorrow off. We're going to have a 0. I need to get new socks. I'm going to look at tents, actually. That Nemo tent is broken now in 4 different places, which is stressful when the weather's not perfect, which is most of the time. You know, it's almost never get ideal weather. Look at all these cool ass rocks, man. This is so nice out here. Oh my god, that one over there looks like one of the Easter Island Hawaii. Very cool. Just love it out here. Oh, umbrella on. Check out these awesome bird nests in this cholla. Nothing makes a better security system for your little fledglings than tucking them away in a spiny death cactus. The saguaro in this park are so healthy. Man, these are what they're supposed to look like. Look at that guy. It is super fun. Free trail entertainment, sort of projecting human qualities and human stories onto the saguaro. I see that bird up in there is tree is like a little punk rocker bird. He's got like a mohawk and everything. I don't know what it is. But yeah, just wander around and like project human qualities and stories onto the saguaro. It beats shooting the shit out of them with shotguns, doesn't it? Alright, so it's barely noon. We got less than 3 miles to go to get to Granite Mountain Trailhead. We're on the Granite Mountain Loop Trail right now, which is the final trail, I think, in this part of the park that we walk on until we get to our destination. I don't think we change trails anymore. But you know what? Who cares? Like, it's so great. All of the trails are marked so well, and the directions are so fantastic that for the most part, I don't even need to look at my map. So I really appreciate that. They have worked super hard to make this an easy to navigate and easy to use trail. So I appreciate. These trails are definitely made for mountain bikers, not hikers. Here you got your Brody wall. Woo! All these sweet little loop-de-doops and whatnots for mountain bikers to get their yayas out on. Definitely not made for hikers. And it's one thing to do a little bit of wiggling, but gratuitous wiggling, that's for the mountain bikers' benefit, not ours. But check out these spectacular views. This is gorgeous out here. Really enjoying this day. Check out that pokey little rock up there. It almost looks like a chimenea, if you're thinking of family-friendly thoughts, I guess. And another mystery box. We saw one of these earlier. I have no idea what's in there. If this was a hiking trail, I'd be like, woo, trail magic. But no, not that. Look at these great views. Somewhere on this trail, between where we are and the trailhead, is a scenic view that's marked on the Gaia map. Let's see where that is. I thought it might mean that we had to do some climbing, but it's still been fairly flat, if not down. But yeah, this trail is like, it's kind of annoying as a hiker because it just sort of wiggles around and loop-de-loops, and is definitely designed for mountain bikers, not for hikers. I mean, because look, yeah, but no, let's do this. Give them a wall to peel out on, whatever. But you know, we're definitely getting every single view angle of this valley over here that is possible. So I guess there's that. And I think we're probably around 2 miles or so only from the trailhead. So might as well enjoy our time while we're out here, even if it does mean walking this ridiculous mountain bike trail and constantly having to pull over. Today's Monday, so I'm surprised it's like as busy as it is in here today, because it is a Monday. Theoretically, some people work, and I know Arizona's big for retirees and snowbirds, and definitely have seen plenty of those out here today. But we've seen all kinds of people. Oh, the wind just blew my umbrella. I slept the rocks. This is awesome. Well, this is a fun spot. You can project all your human-like stuff onto this saguaro, and look at all these big-ass cool rocks. You can like project shapes and characters onto those too. And we saw a creepy crabby baby head a second ago, and then I saw something that looked like a Hershey Kiss sitting on a bigger rock, but from the other side it kind of just looks like a butt. Oh wait, it's over there. Yep. But yeah, I like this story. There's definitely something going on in this story. Like someone's got a little monkey on his back and he's trying to get the dog to stop jumping on him. It's like, oh my God, I give up. I don't know, what do you think it's doing? Well, I was wrong. I thought that the Granite Mountain Loop was the last trail that we would be on in the McDowell Preserve for this little leg, but we're on the bootlegger trail now. Bootlegger. But we're less now than a mile and a half from the visitor center or the trailhead. Luckily, there's a nice shade ramada there. No water, but I do believe there are bathrooms. Let's check it out. We're just gonna get there and hang until Brogan appears to collect us. This is so fun in here. Hey, check this out. All these cool rocks, hiding places, the improbable, like that. What? How'd that even happen? Little wildflower action. I haven't been looking up wildflowers at all. Ooh, although I think this is desert lavender. Let me have a little sniff. This is the first one I've seen with flowers. Oh, it is desert lavender. Nice. What? Just as I'm talking about not doing it, I am doing it. That smelled delicious. I would like to smell like that and not like I currently smell. And I feel quite sure, very confident in this, in fact, that America feels the same way. Or they would if they could smell me. If there was smell-o-vision, you would probably turn that feature off. That's the case for most of my videos. That's a cool rock too. Nice. And we're like half mile away from the trailhead, so I'm just gonna walk you through this awesome Boulder Wonderland here for a minute. This is so cool. I am really digging this place, the McDowell Sonoran Preserve, or I guess it's called officially the Scottsdale McDowell Sonoran Preserve, because Phoenix also has its own Sonoran Preserve, helpfully named the Phoenix Sonoran Preserve. But I think that the McDowell one is a little bit larger. This is just amazing. These crazy balancing acts everywhere. It's so fun. And just how do these rocks get to be these shapes and end up in these places in some incredibly gravity-defying, precarious situations? Like that guy. What? Looks like a clam just waiting to chomp down on somebody. We can definitely tell we're getting close to the trailhead. We're seeing more people with less water on them. And we just saw our first two actual horses, something besides poop. Oh no, that's not true. We saw a lady with a horse the other day, but she didn't come near us. The horse was skittish. These two ladies, they were on this trail. The horse came right up to me and let me pet its cute little fuzzy big puppy nose. Oh, loved it. Look at this weird pointy rock. It's like an arrowhead. I'm having so much fun here. This is awesome. I can't wait to come back in January when it's not 80 some degrees and we've been going on it for so long because this is fun. Love this stuff. Oh my gosh. And there's some crazy red black rock over there. I don't know if you can see it because it's kind of going right at the sun, but right behind me, right there. This has just been so much fun today. I have enjoyed the hell out of today. Super awesome. This trail is a little more straightforward and a little less squirrely than the Granite Mountain Loop, which is nice. And I understand they want to make it look kind of natural and curvy and everything, but all right, here we are. Wow, this place has separate areas for equestrian staging. One area for them with a big red sign, sandwich board, and then one area for hikers and bikers. Since motorized vehicles aren't allowed here, that's the only 3 classes of people that should be recreating here. So nice, very excited. Looks super nice. Almost as fancy as the Fracefield trailhead that we had hit the other day to stash the water. So we'll hang out here and check it out. Man, they have a lot of trail options in this preserve. Look at all these little lines everywhere. This is just in the northern section of the Scottsdale Sonoran Preserve. Pretty crazy. You could spend quite a bit of time in here and never backtrack or do the same trail twice. All right, and we made it to the Granite Mountain Trailhead. 12.7 miles to get here. And yeah, so from here we're gonna see about getting our ride out of here. Unfortunately, I think communication got mixed up and his nephew went to the wrong trailhead at the earlier time that we had first agreed upon. Maybe didn't get the message that we were going to be coming to this one a little bit short of that a little bit later. So hopefully we can get that figured out because we are not at all close to Whitman right now. We're surprised. There's not like any public transportation out here either. We're like kind of in the middle of nowhere. So that's okay. We got time to hang out. We're done walking now, which is cool because everything hurts. But we'll be back out here soon enough.